On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination, struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Acrimonious.
Marked by bitterness, harshness, or a sharp tone, full of resentment or anger, hostile.
Examples:
acrimonious relationship, acrimonious divorce. The acrimonious debate between the politicians ended with neither side conceding.
Divorce.
The legal dissolution of a marriage.
Examples:
divorce settlement, a consensual divorce. The couple decided to get a divorce after many years of marriage.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
victim support, victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Infidelity.
The quality or state of being unfaithful, especially having sex with someone who is not your partner.
Examples:
alleged infidelity, active infidelity. She forgave him for his infidelity.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
global disaster, disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb, to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
bully bystander, bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.
Redundant.
Unnecessarily repetitive or excessive, exceeding what is necessary or essential, characterized by unnecessary repetition or duplication of efforts.
Examples:
redundant worker, redundant equipment. The report contained redundant information that could have been eliminated.
Miscarriage.
The spontaneous loss of a pregnancy before the 20th week, the failure of an effort or plan to come to fruition.
Examples:
miscarriage prevention, early miscarriage. Doctors can sometimes detect warning signs of potential miscarriage and take steps to prevent it.
Abortion.
The intentional termination of a pregnancy at an early stage.
Examples:
Abortion doctor. The highly charged issue of abortion. We strongly oppose the abortion ban.
Infertile.
Unable to grow crops or sustain life. Not able to produce offspring or offspring that are viable.
Examples:
Infertile woman. Infertile land. The soil in the desert is infertile, making it difficult to grow crops.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Dementia.
A severe decline in cognitive function, especially memory, as a result of disease or injury.
Examples:
Dementia patients probably have dementia. The study found that regular exercise can help to prevent the onset of dementia in older age.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples:
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples.
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with a supplier for the delivery of goods.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples.
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples.
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Discerning.
Able to make good judgments about what is true or right.
Examples.
Discerning reader. Have a discerning palate. She has a discerning eye for art and can spot a fake a mile away.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples.
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Sergeant.
A rank of non-commissioned officer in the armed forces, typically above corporal but below staff sergeant or sergeant first class.
Examples.
Police sergeant. Army sergeant. The fire department sergeant instructed the firefighters on how to tackle the blaze.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples.
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples.
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples.
Inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Earthquake.
A sudden and violent shaking of the ground caused by the movement of rock beneath the Earth's surface.
Examples.
An earthquake zone. An earthquake proof. The violent earthquake caused widespread damage and injuries throughout the region.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples.
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Quake.
To shake or vibrate violently and for a short time.
Examples:
Quake in his boots. Quake with cold. The earth began to quake, and he knew he had to leave the building immediately.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy. Boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Instantly.
Immediately.
Examples:
Instantly cope with. Be killed instantly. I remembered that person instantly and never forgot.
Blink.
To shut and open the eyes quickly, to gleam or glow in a regular or intermittent way.
Examples:
Blink his eyes. Blink in astonishment. He blinked in the dazzling sunlight.
Fling.
To throw or push something or someone with force or recklessness, especially because you are angry.
Examples:
Fling a stream of abuse. Fling a door open forcefully. He was provoked to fling the draft on the floor.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equal sign.
Examples:
The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Grieve.
To feel or show great sadness or sorrow, especially for someone who has died.
Examples:
Grieve for loss. Grieve at the sad news. She grieved the loss of her parents.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Unthinkable.
Too unlikely or shocking to imagine or accept.
Examples:
An unthinkable coincidence. In unthinkable trouble. That accident was something unthinkable with my long experience.
Smashing.
Very successful or impressive, causing something to be broken or destroyed.
Examples:
A smashing blow. Give smashing results. The band's new album was a smashing success, reaching the top of the charts.
Smithereens.
Small fragments, pieces, or splinters resulting from the breaking or smashing of something.
Examples:
Split into smithereens. Get blown to smithereens. The vase was shattered into smithereens after it fell off the table.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she's been named as the prime suspect.
Candid.
Honest, straightforward, and frank in someone's words or actions.
Examples:
Candid conversation. In my candid opinion. The candid photography captured the genuine emotions of the moment.
Estrangement.
The state of being separated or distant, especially in a relationship or between family members or friends.
Examples:
Estrangement from family. Emotional estrangement. The estrangement between the two friends lasted for years.
Leaflet.
A small, thin piece of paper or other material, often used for advertising or informational purposes, a small branch or part of a leaf.
Examples:
Information leaflet. Political leaflet. The environmental group handed out leaflets to raise awareness of the dangers of deforestation.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Bargain.
An agreement between two parties regarding the terms of a purchase or a transaction, a deal or a negotiation that results in a product or a service being acquired for a lower price than usual or expected.
Examples:
Bargain deal. Bargain hunting. The price for the used car was a bargain compared to the market value.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Exert.
To put forth effort, to put into action, to bring into play.
Examples:
Exert control. Exert influence. He exerted himself to lift the heavy weight.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Whatsoever.
Not at all, no matter what.
Examples:
Whatsoever it be. Without impact whatsoever. He refused to do anything whatsoever to help her.
Anguish.
Severe physical or emotional pain or suffering, distress or mental agony.
Examples:
Anguish and pain. Emotional anguish. She suffered from a deep sense of anguish following the loss of her loved one.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Parental.
Of or relating to parent or parents.
Examples:
Parental duties. Parental consent. She plans to take 6 months of parental leave.
Bereavement.
The state of having lost a relative or close friend, grief or sadness caused by the loss of someone or something.
Examples:
His sad bereavement. Bereavement leave. She was in a state of bereavement after her mother passed away.
Acknowledged.
Recognized or admitted as being true or valid.
Examples:
Acknowledged beauty. Publicly acknowledged truth. His acknowledged expertise in the field earned him the respect of his peers.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
Utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Monumental.
Great in importance or influence, size, extent, or solidity, massive.
Examples:
Monumental task. Monumental sculpture. Everyone, even non-scholars, knows Einstein's monumental contributions to physics.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Underpin.
To support or strengthen the foundations of something.
Examples:
Underpin a structure. Underpin democratization. The research findings underpin the theory that human activities cause global warming.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Delusion.
A false belief or impression that is firmly held despite evidence to the contrary.
Examples:
Grand delusion. Labor under a delusion. He had a delusion that he was a millionaire.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
A tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Shiny.
Reflecting light and having a bright and smooth surface.
Examples:
Shiny surface. shiny object. The shiny new car drew everyone's attention as it drove by.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrate a difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Appraise.
To assess or evaluate the value, quality, or condition of something or someone, often in a professional or organized manner.
Examples:
Appraise his property. Appraise the situation. The real estate agent will appraise the value of your property before listing it.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
Play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Hardwired.
Built-in or innate, often referring to behavior or traits that are instinctive or automatic, as if pre-programmed in the brain or genetics.
Examples:
Hardwired behavior. Hardwired connection. The instinct to protect one's offspring is hardwired into many animal species.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Cave.
A large hole in the side of a hill, cliff, mountain, or under the ground.
Examples:
Domiciliary caves. The mouth of the cave. Bats reside in sheltered caves.
Saber.
A type of sword with a curved blade, typically used in cavalry or fencing.
Examples:
Saber fencing. Ceremonial saber. The military commander drew his saber and shouted orders to the troops.
Rainbow.
An arch of colors in the sky caused by the refraction and dispersion of sunlight through rain.
Examples:
Marine rainbow. Rainbow after a storm. She was mesmerized by the rainbow's colors.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Bombard.
To attack a place with bombs or gunshots continuously, to address with continuously or persistently, as if with a barrage.
Examples:
Bombard him with questions. Bombard a fort with heavy shells. Overprotective parents often bombard their children with messages reinforcing their lack of mastery.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Dial.
To adjust or set the controls of a machine or device by turning a controller called dial. Noun, a disc on a telephone that is rotated a fixed distance for each number called.
Examples:
Dial up the volume. Dial down the tension. He dialed the phone number and waited for an answer.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Tune.
A musical composition or set of musical notes that are played or sung. Verb, to adjust or set something to a specific condition or standard.
Examples:
The tune of a song. Tune a piano. The band played a beautiful tune on their instruments.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Distinctly.
In a way that is clearly or noticeably different or separates from something else. In a way that is unmistakably or unequivocally defined or identifiable.
Examples:
Distinctly remember. Distinctly different. The distinctly floral scent of the perfume lingered in the air long after the wearer had left the room.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc. pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Grateful.
Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankful.
Examples:
A grateful breeze. Put a grateful expression. She was grateful for the help he provided.
We.
Very small or tiny, referring to a short amount of time.
Examples:
Wee child. A wee bit. The toddler was excited to wear his new wee-sized shoes.
Drawn out.
Extended in time or length, prolonged, protracted.
Examples:
Drawn-out conversation. A drawn-out legal battle. The drawn-out meeting lasted for hours and accomplished very little.
Sparing.
Characterized by using or giving very little of something, frugal or economical in the use of resources or materials.
Examples:
A sparing amount of sugar. Time sparing. The sparing use of resources is important for conservation efforts.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Gratitude.
The quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness.
Examples:
A debt of gratitude. Feelings of gratitude. She expressed her gratitude towards the kind stranger who helped her.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done, noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
permit application, work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Neon.
A chemical element of atomic number 10 that is a gas with no smell or color, does not react with other chemicals, and shines with a bright light when electricity is passed through it.
Examples:
luminous neon tube, neon lights. The nightlife district was lit up with colorful neon signs and bright lights.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
a picture frame, the frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
hunt a job, hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Intentional.
Done, made, or performed with purpose and intent.
Examples:
intentional destruction of evidence, an intentional walk. The law distinguishes between accidental and intentional killing.
Deliberate.
Done with full consciousness of nature and effects rather than by accident.
Examples:
the deliberate act of provocation, deliberate attempt. Despite its advanced science and technology, the empire was deliberate about invasion.
Ongoing.
Continuing to exist or develop, or currently happening.
Examples:
still ongoing, ongoing support. The new Prime Minister has vowed to take measures against the ongoing economic crisis.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
therapy for a patient, field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
No-brainer.
A decision or a problem that requires little or no thought because it is obvious what you should do.
Examples:
no-brainer product. Look like a no-brainer. The first question in the test was a complete no-brainer.
Pore.
A tiny hole in the skin of people or other animals that sweat can pass through. Verb, to read carefully or study attentively.
Examples:
woody pore fungi. Pore over reference books. I was sweating at every pore.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
Get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples.
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples.
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples.
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples.
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples.
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples.
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Transgression.
The violation of a law, duty, or moral principle.
Examples.
Inexcusable transgression. Commit a transgression. Reporters questioned the politician about his past transgression.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples.
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Troll.
A person who makes inflammatory or off-topic posts on the internet, a supernatural creature often portrayed as a giant or dwarf that lives in isolated areas. Verb, to fish by dragging a baited line through the water behind a boat.
Examples.
Feed a troll. Copyright troll. He was banned from the online forum for being a troll and causing trouble.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples:
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Elusive.
Difficult to find, define, achieve, or remember.
Examples:
An elusive criminal. Track down an elusive fact. The physicist who found the elusive particle won the Nobel Prize.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Willingness.
The state of being ready or inclined to do something.
Examples:
Willingness to help. Indicate a willingness to change. Her willingness to help others earned her many friends.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Veer.
To change direction suddenly or sharply, to turn or swerve from one course or direction to another.
Examples:
Veer toward danger. Veer to the left. The car veered off the road and crashed into a tree.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
Pretension to authority. Baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.